Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I uploaded. I apologize for that. I've just been so busy with at-home personal stuff, and I've been uploading a lot. A few weeks ago, and I kind of burnt myself out. So I'm gonna get back on a schedule and just do like a casual, not casual, but do like a once a week, or if information is flowing, maybe twice a week. I think the biggest reason why I took a short hiatus was there wasn't really nothing to talk about unless I were to try to over dramatize something. Not over dramatize, but just kind of hover over something that wasn't really that interesting. So I'm just gonna do one a week for now and keep the content good. Anyway, so with that being said, check this out. I can pull this up here. Mouse and keyboard support finally confirmed on Xbox, but let's hear it before you just get pissed. Because at first, when I saw this title, I was like, get the fuck out. This is bullshit. I do not want this on my Xbox, but let's watch the video before we rage.
Go to England, but if we have you here, we need to do something big. So what can you tell me?
Yeah, one of the things that I've talked about for quite a while, and I get a knock on Twitter every so often of, hey, when is this actually happening, is mouse and keyboard support on Xbox. And I'm proud to announce that's coming. And it's going to be in preview in October. We're going to be partnering with Warframe to be our first game to help us test this and get feedback from customers on how it works. Now, I want to make sure, because I'm always having to explain this mouse and keyboard support, like, why are we doing
This is
this?
important right
We're
here.
going to mess up everybody's multiplayer sessions today.
What about my matchmaking?
That's
what
right.
I need to know.
So these are tools for developers. We're not going to force mouse and keyboard support on a game that wasn't designed for it. Like, the developer owns the creative vision for their game. And if their game is a controller-only game and that's the way they want it to work, great. Love that. No issue there at all. So we put that control in the hands of the developers. But there are certain games out there that require mouse and keyboard, and those can't come to console today. And we say, okay, if we put this capability in the hands of developers, we'll get more of those games. There's some games when you just want to go play with your friend and somebody happens to be in a place where they're more comfortable with mouse and keyboard than controller, where a developer might want to open up that option so that they can bring more people into play and gamers have choice about how they want to play. In terms of like hopper support and matchmaking support, as you bring up, that's all in the hands of the developers. So if you're a dominant FPS player right now on controller and you're worried that all of a sudden you're going to get swamped because a bunch of mouse and keyboard player are going to get flooded into your game, like, that's not what we're doing. We're putting choice in the hands of the developers about the games that they want to bring. I'm excited about it because I always think when we increase the creative canvas that our developers have to use in order to create games, we
All right, that's basically it. So, in a nutshell, my fear was we're gonna be getting like I'm gonna be on like Xbox, and then some tryhard, some sweat rag tryhard's gonna have a mouse and keyboard plugged into his Xbox and just destroying me in like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something. I think that's everyone's fear, but it sounded like in the video with Phil Spencer that that's not really gonna be the case. I mean, it's possible to be the case, but what he said was it's the developer is going to make the decisions behind how it's going to be implemented. And I'm pretty sure that big titles like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Destiny, and any sort of FPS game out there, I don't see the developers implementing mouse and keyboard support on console with the multiplayer, with the player-to-player multiplayer. I mean, that's just kind of a stupid mistake. I just don't think they would do that. That would just be awful. So I think what they're going to be doing is like, I can't remember who made Killing Floor. Is it Tripwire? I think it's Tripwire. Killing Floor. It's player versus it's PVE. It doesn't matter if I have a controller and my teammate has a mouse and keyboard. It's PVE. It doesn't make a difference. So games like that, where I'm playing Killing Floor 2 on my Xbox, and maybe my buddy wants mouse and keyboard to play Killing Floor with me. Like, I think games like that is where Phil Spencer and the developers are really going to be taking advantage of that new thing. But at the same time, it's kind of just like, well, just add crossplay, which they've been pushing. So I just kind of go off topic for a second. Sony is now kind of softening up to the idea of crossplay. They're now going to enable crossplay with Fortnite. So if you're on, I believe, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation, you should be able to play with each other in Fortnite. I don't know about PC. Anyways, throw that away. So yeah, why not just do crossplay? I guess there's, well, he did say there are some games that are made for mouse and keyboard that aren't on console because of the controller. Like what games like that, like World of Warcraft or like League of Legends. I mean, maybe there's a couple of games. I mean, you have RTS games like Halo Wars that are obviously probably best played on PC, and they're on a controller. So I don't really know how many games out there really need a mouse and keyboard to play, other than like World of Warcraft and League or whatever. So I don't. I mean, I guess it's a cool feature. That's just one more feature we get on Xbox. I just hope the slightest chance that these developers fuck up and add like player versus player mouse and then also adding mouse and keyboard support. That would just be annoying because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I plug in a mouse and keyboard and dominate everyone else who's still using an Xbox controller? Like why wouldn't I not be have an obvious advantage? So I don't think they're going to do that. I think developers these days are smart enough to know that would just be a giant mistake. So I'm not. So now that he addressed that the way that he did, I'm not in fear that that's going to be an issue. But you never know. So I guess we'll just see. He said it's going to go into. I don't know. I can't remember when I cut the video. He said it's going to go into beta, or it's going to go into the Xbox Insider preview thing, whatever, in October. So next month. So we'll see. I mean, to be honest with you, I have a gaming PC and I have a PS4 and I have a Switch and I have an Xbox, and I play PC because it's mouse and keyboard, and I play Xbox because of it has a controller, and I like, sometimes I just like to play games on a controller, even if it's an FPS game. Sometimes that's just kind of how I want to play. So I don't know how many people are really out there with an Xbox dying to be playing on a mouse and keyboard. So, but whatever, as long as there's no PvP FPS games where there's mouse and keyboard versus controller, I could honestly give a shit less. So, anyways, just gonna throw that out there. Um, that's about it. Short video. I'm gonna kind of crawl out of this hole I'm in, and then it's the 28th of September. So I'm going to try and do one video a week and have the video not be complete shit like it usually has been, and hopefully I'm not too burnt out. And we'll see how that works out with I just started working like twice as many hours as I normally been doing, so I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are still interested in my content.